Welcome back, people. It's Friday, June 6th, 2026, and I'm going for another episode of my journey to 2300 ELO. So, I've been doing some studying, the Benko Gambit and the Scotch game. So, we're facing the French, and I think I have this D3 or B3 prepared in my repertoire. So let's play it more conventionally, not fianchettoing my dark squared bishop. Although perhaps later on I could. Maybe I could transpose this into a D3 if the moment presents itself. I think normally I play C3, kind of adopting a more defensive shell and encouraging black to push. Alternatively, E5 comes to mind, or castling here. Okay, let's play it a bit more proactively. You know, if I get too timid, then I don't like the prospect of black controlling all the squares in the center. Now I got a reasonable position. This pawn is the linchpin of my position right now, the center. So let's see, this bishop here is bad. My bishop's on a great diagonal. My knight has a natural plan of coming. So if I get my knight, okay, here. This can't be very good because this doubled pawn is not going to be easy to protect. Let's play rook f to e1 first. And then go here first. We can kick the bishop out with a3 and b4. Okay, that's a slight, I think b1, a light square. A slight nuisance. Let's start with this move, just to prevent white's queen from being able to attack the a-pawn, which is loose and can't be defended. 2021, Nirmel from Brazil. Oh, I forgot. I forgot my microphone. It's clear. I could even consider sacking this rook, but I don't see a need for it. I'm going to try to go knight f1, bishop d7, because this bishop's kind of annoying. mean, it's not doing a lot, but it's just... I feel like my bishop is vulnerable to getting trapped. If I don't do something to extricate it shortly. Although perhaps now this knight is... Yeah, this knight is great here, because if I trade off... That's only if white captures my bishop with his bishop. If he just... I think black wants to go there, play on the queen side. I'm attracted to bishop here, actually. Rerouting it to b2. Then perhaps knight g5, queen h5, just to make some threats here. Because black has put all of his pieces on. Now, I think I go here to pave the way for queen g4 now, threatening bishop takes h6. The pawn is pinned to the king. How does... Okay, let's do some deep calculation here. Queen g4, knight c2. Bishop takes. That pawn move is forced. G6. Bishop takes rook. Queen takes rook. Maybe I don't take the rook. I feel like this pressure is already gonna make black uncomfortable. All his pieces are gone. I could try to go for queen h5 just to ruffle black's feathers a bit further. See what kind of response we get. Maybe I can completely abandon these three pawns and start pushing here. Just G4, G5. So black's settling in for a bit of a think, which is a good sign, because it is a double-edged position. I'm sure there is some way to block off my bishop. Like, let's say knight here, queen here, now they're ready to trade off my bishop. So that only gives those two tempo have to be very quick. But then if I capture with my h-pawn, or my g-pawn, the h-pawn, and black pushes his g-pawn to g6 in that falling position. Let's say I play knight g5 check. The queen has this square. So what else could I possibly have? Knight. What about sacrificing my bishop? There. Check. The queen goes here. Or the king goes there, sorry, to cover this remaining pawn. And what's after that? I don't see a clear follow-up, so I better refrain from that for now. What about here, here, here? Oh, let's just go back for now. Maybe this is a draw. I don't really want to give this pawn up without a clear follow-up. Can't really get my rook into the game. Here. What about here? I could try pushing the f-pawn. Yeah, because I think with the bishop recapturing the b-pawn, I could just actually push all my pawns. Better do it quickly, so I have some time left. And now here. Yeah, because now if I push f5 here, let's say knight takes, then my bishop is, we're ready to basically launch an attack. The knight can quickly jump in, and black's in serious trouble. So not too easy for black to find a follow-up here. Yep, not too easy at all. Because let's say, yeah, it would be logical to move the rook in. Oh, can I go here? I think I have to play this move. Why do I have to play that move? Because the f-pawn was covering the square for my knight to jump in. I can also, I'm noticing, bring my rook in. For now, the g3 square is covered by white's queen, but I could even play bishop c1 to f4. It would be the first move for my bishop. And Yeah, let's hit the queen quickly. Then I think I'll play knight g5, queen g7. And let's say queen. Okay, let's bring the knight in so that if I push f7 here, it dislodges the queen's contact, or the king's contact with the rook, and then I win the rook. Here, I think I just gotta slide my queen away for now. Try to sack the rook. The rook! Sacrifice the rook! With rook. Either of these rook moves, and then if bishop defends, well, the bishop can't defend, so queen here. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, here. If I didn't blunder that bishop, I would have won the game for sure. Oh, let's not give up just yet, because we are threatening to play this move. But this is a disaster. I think I crumbled under the time pressure a bit. Well, my position still has a lot of strengths, which won't be that easy to break down. I'm thinking here first. Check. Implant the rook here, hitting the bishop and the rook. The rook is pretty much trapped. Black's running low on time because this was a very tense game. I think we have to start by going here. Why? Okay, well I think this is my best bet. No! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm hanging on. I'm still hanging on. Very annoying stuff. I need to hang on to my rook. Okay, let's go. Come on. Yes. Flagged him. Oh, that was close. That definitely was not. I don't know. Sicilian defense, French variation. Let's do a game review. I feel like was building up a very nice attack on the king side, and then I accidentally blundered a pawn. I slightly collapsed mentally, and then I blundered my bishop, and after that I was cooked. Yeah, 55% accuracy versus 57. But my opening was 91 versus 90. Okay, pretty even. So, yeah, so e5 was the correct. It's what the position called for. The correct treatment of the position. Allowing black to sink that bishop in was okay. White's actually better here according to the engine, but it's a very small advantage. F4 unnecessary. G4. Maybe G4, H5, G5 was the correct idea. I don't know why I missed that. So here I'm +5. Here I'm mate in 2. Why I didn't play this immediately, I don't understand why. Let's say here. Yeah. So I had mate in 1 here. Where's the mate? I missed mate in 1. That was crazy. How do I miss mate in 1? Wow. But at least we still won. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not seeing everything at my best today. So hopefully in your chess journeys, you don't miss mate in 1.